Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday afternoon. It is Deb's birthday today, so wish her a happy birthday. But today I have got some decking timber on my ute and some stuff to finish off the rabbit pens in the last video. But we are going to replace this whole deck. It has been a nightmare from pretty much since we bought this house. So we're doing it right to that sliding door and all the way back down there. We're replacing most of these boards, but we're going to screw to the side of them. You won't be able to see because it'll be underneath anyway, and it'll be strong enough. So yeah, Jasper has been doing a good job. He's ripped out all this decking since I've been at work, so that is really cool. So I'm going to give him a hand and I'm going to start cutting up some timber ready to screw onto the side of it. That's the plan anyway.
Alright guys, so this is attempt number 2 to move the emus. We're going to try and move Charlie and Delta this time, but before we do that I have to move Maple and all the other animals that are currently living with Maple. And I'm just going to grab me a handful of willow to encourage them to follow. Alright guys, I don't know how much of that you guys seen because the memory card had no memory left, but struggled to initially split them into the 2 pairs, and then we have very slowly but successfully made our way, let me see if I can see you, into the pen. So we're very happy. Where are you? She's going for a wander. But yeah, so we brought them in. They had a minor freak out moment. As they had to make the turn again. And I had already brought that black bucket with me because that's normally what they feed out of. Thinking maybe I can convince them with that if need be. Worked really well, and here we are, success to finally split the emus.
Hey guys, it is now Saturday. We've actually done a little bit in the last couple of days, but I haven't done any videoing. Been a bit busy. What we have got tomorrow is Deb's birthday party, so we're trying to get the place looking a bit tidy. Hence we haven't been videoing. It's a lot of lawn mowing, stuff like that. But today I've got timber to complete this rabbit pen, so I'm going to try to complete it. I'm going to try to put a railing down the bottom there and try to finish that retaining wall there. If I can't, it's all good, and I've got to fix up some picnic tables down the bottom, so I'm going to quickly do that, and then there'll be a lot of other stuff we're going to do. So I've finished the railing, I've finished that side over there, that's all good. I've finished the retaining wall down there, got 3 bits of wood down there, that's all done. We're not putting a bench seat up there, although we can change our mind later on, but We're not doing that. And the kids are slowly getting rid of all the junk, all the wood under the shed and all that kind of stuff. The only thing I've got left to do is the gates. I need to build a new gate, so I'm going to use this old wood here to jimmy up the gate, and then that fence is just going to stay like that. So I've now got the gate up and going. There it is. Got a couple of braces there to just hold it, but it's pretty easy system. Yeah, it probably is better that it goes the other way, but Enzo will push it open anyway, so it's probably good. It's got a bit of a strong latch system. Yeah, so these guys are slowly getting it back to concrete, chucking it on the other side of this little retaining wall, and they've done quite a bit of cleaning up down here to do. So this area is almost complete. I think we'll just clear everything off this concrete, and it'll help fertilize whatever we grow in there. And I think other than a few holes in the mesh down here and by the pullets, we're ready to like release the bunnies into this area. So yeah, we're just got to make sure we shut the gate. Well, this guy over here, he's already trying to get back in. We'll take advantage of the situation. Anyway, I'm going to have some quick lunch and see what I've got to do after that on my little to-do list. So the next task is we've got to line trim all around this area. Adina, earlier in the week, she's got our tool bay looking a bit cleaner. But we've got a big marquee there. I think it's 3 meters by 9 meters that we're going to set up across here, and then set up all these picnic tables. We've got umbrellas. Over by the tramp we've got another picnic table that we might bring down, depending on how hard it is to bring down. I've got to line trim all up there, but for now I'm going to line trim this whole area, and me and Adina and Matilda are going to attempt to put up the marquee. So all nicely mowed now. And now Jasper is going to take all of those bits off there, off the seat, and then we should have enough wood to replace them because they're all bowed and buckled and everything. And the girls and me are going to put up the marquee. So fun.
Yeah. Attaching these ones. Yeah, you need a 9. Why would it fit?
Break it.
There goes. What Dad's saying, like 2 at each end. Get it down! Okay, I got mine on 6. Straight. Because of the wind.
Is it back up there, son?
Yeah, I'll try mine on 6. Right, it goes. They're gonna fall apart.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, look at that,
One more. Yeah.
I'm telling you. Wait, opening the tank thing.
What you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the marquee set up, not perfect. Basically, you get what you pay for. The walls are pretty horrible, made of like Velcro to like tie them up and that, but it is what it is, and it'll serve its purpose. But yeah, we've got our tables. You just seen us roll that from up there by the tramp over ground grass, so we're making use of that. We've got 3 tables, 3 umbrellas. We've got our swing seat in that as well, so we've got plenty of seating. We've got to bring down some tables for the food and that later on, but we're going up for some afternoon tea because it is hot. So it is now Sunday. Yesterday we had Deb's party. She turned 36, by the way. The big birthday party had about, I think, 42 people come, or 45, something like that. So it was a good test of our car park space up there, which was good. Got our van a little bit stuck, but it's another story. We took down the marquee. It didn't fly away, which is awesome. We just got to get the gazebo down from up there from the water slide. And yeah, it was pretty good. We had plenty of shade, so that's good. And yeah, I do call it a bit of a success, so that's good. But what we're doing this morning, I've got little Evelyn. We're not going to do the staples, Evelyn. We're going to do some tying, because we've got tomatoes over here and they are just keep falling down. Well, basically I've got to keep tying them up as they get bigger, and also I've got to chop off the ones that the birds are eating, and I'm probably going to have to put a netting over it just until they forget about it. Yeah, you could put that one down. Good girl. Yeah, and later in the week we'll finish all this weed mat stuff, but there's not too much of an issue. But we've just got to get on top of the garden because it's getting away on us a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to chuck you guys in time lapse and we're going to tile this up in this hot sun. Yeah, chuck it on the floor. Good girl. Right, all the tomatoes are tied up, all the rotten ones are thrown away, and now you can't even see the prettiness because trying to stop the birds from eating the tomatoes, and of course the chickens over there, compost chickens, when the kids are feeding them, sometimes leaving the gate open, and there is a little hole that they keep getting out over there, so they're loving the tomatoes, so this will protect them from the chickens and the birds. They might be able to get through like the ends, like over here, but I think as long as I kind of go like that, should be right. The wind's going to blow it around a bit anyway, but should be fine. And I haven't got enough just to do this area, but these are actually green tomatoes anyway, so that tomato there is actually ripe, so we might actually have to pick some this afternoon anyway. But anyway, it is Sunday, it is rest day. I've had enough. I've got to still pack up some stuff from yesterday. So yeah, one big announcement that we are making is we are opening our homesteading farm park thingamajig, whatever you want to call it. Feather and Down Homestead Farm Park. I don't know what Debs has called it. She's put it up on her Facebook page. We are opening March 7th. So from Saturday 1 to 4 p.m, something like that. It's up on there, and it's got to be bookings, so hopefully everyone doesn't just show up. It is booking, so we've only got limited car park space, like 6 cars, so yeah, you might have to carpool and and just come like that, but it'll be bookings per car. And yeah, I think we're charging like $10 each, something like that, and we've got like a scavenger hunt that we trialled on Deb's birthday, so that's pretty cool. And we're going to do it for 3 months, give it a trial. If it doesn't work, oh well, we can tick that off the list as we tried, and keep plugging along. But it's nothing that's changing anything, because we're homesteading, and all of this is for ourselves, with a couple of big animals like the emus and ostrich. That's kind of a sideshow, but yeah, they're kind of our pets. But most of the stuff on the farm is for our homesteading, for our eating our own, and trying to be self-sustainable and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm babbling on a bit too much here. I'll catch you guys next week, where I don't know what I'm going to be doing. We've got to build a new lizard cage. I've got to move Bruno the pig, build another chicken pen over there, and I will be in the garden a lot. I've got a lot to clean up in here, and Debs has got big plans for what she wants planted in here. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Luke out.